Good evening, everyone. Romney Smith at WTOC for The News Now. This is where we catch you up on stories that we're working on right now. And we are on a lot of different platforms, including our website, social media sites, and some over-the-top platforms. So thank you so much for giving us just a few minutes of your evening. We want to start with a sad update for you. As we first reported earlier in this week, there was a student at Appling County High School that was suffering from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. WTOC has confirmed that that student died. The coroner says Jonathan Swain has been declared dead. However, he is still on life support because he will be an organ donor. Police say Swain was found with a self-inflicted gunshot wound in the bathroom of the high school on Monday. Investigators say at this time they have found no evidence that anyone else shot him, but they're also not calling it a suicide attempt because right now they are not sure if it discharged on accident or not. Again, so those of you who are just now joining us, I want to let you guys know that the Appling County coroner said that the teenager who suffered from a self-inflicted gunshot wound earlier this week on Monday, Jonathan Swain, has been declared dead. However, he's still on life support because he will become an organ donor. For those of you that know about organ donation, you know that each person that decides to become an organ donor can save up to 7 other lives. So certainly an act that will certainly continue his legacy, and we will continue to update you on if those people who receive the organs are local or what and if his family ever has to speak out. We are certainly continuing to follow the story. Certainly a sad situation, and all this week the Appling County school system has made sure that students have had access to mental health care, and counselors, grief counselors especially, were brought in just in case other students needed to kind of talk and get their feelings and emotions out. We know it was a very difficult situation. School actually dismissed early that day after going on a temporary lockdown. So again, for those of you joining us, the student who had a self-inflicted gunshot wound on Monday in Appling County High School has been declared dead. However, he is on life support right now. That way he can become an organ donor. Switching gears right now to the city of Savannah. They're actually being proactive and helping your vehicle. Danielle Lewan explains in a preview of her story coming up tonight at 11.
Romney, today I'm keeping tabs on a program that the city started about 3 to 4 months ago. It's called Roadbotics. Now, what it does is it's actually just a cell phone. This company puts it in their dash and they monitor the roads throughout the city of Savannah, and they identify things just like here in the middle of this railroad crossing, potholes. Now, we know that's one of the biggest complaints throughout the city of Savannah. For all of you that are on the roads, well, the city is seeing what they can do to take care of it, monitor it, and do it as quickly as possible with the least amount of cost. Tonight on The News at 11, I'll walk you through the updates on this program today and also what's next for these roads in the city of Savannah.
All right, I want to get to some Facebook comments. A lot of you guys are saying you're praying for the family and you're sad and heartbreaking in reference to the Appling County student who was declared dead today, but they're still keeping him alive on life support so he can become an organ donor. A lot of you guys sending the prayer hands emoji. Ruby Lewis saying prayers to his family during this difficult time. This is so sad. So thank you so much for your comments. We certainly appreciate it. Another story we want to get to because it's kind of spreading like wildfire, especially those of you with children. Listen up. A common virus could mean a lot of physical toll for your little one. Health officials, specifically in Richmond Hill, say this is the time of year that children up to 5 years old could get this virus. I'm talking about croup. I know, sounds a little funny, but it's actually quite common. Bryan County is seeing a lot of cases this week. It is common, usually not too serious for small kids, but it is an indicator that cold season is on its way. There are a few croup symptoms, but the most notable are a loud barking, cough, and fever. Croup is contagious, and despite pediatricians starting to see croup cases this time of year, Bryan County schools say they have not seen croup this year.
But most commonly, it's preceded by a little viral infection, a common cold, and then it can develop into croup later on.
This virus usually only impacts smaller children under 5 because their airways are still very small. Now, doctors say croup usually runs its course within 3 to 5 days. If your child shows symptoms of the virus, here are a few remedies to keep your child comfortable. We have a graphic for that. Stay calm and comfort or distract your child. Crying actually makes breathing more difficult. Moisten the air with a humidifier or create some steam in the bathroom by running hot water. Also, encourage your child to rest. The more active and worked up they are, they're breathing harder, that will encourage them to cough which is bad. So doctors say you can always skip the cold medicines because they actually can't fix croup. So good to know. I see you guys saying, I just Googled it. I know it sounds nasty and it's kind of a phlegmy, harsh cough that they have. You'll hear the congestion all in their chest area. It can certainly take a physical toll because they're going to cough kind of violently as well. So certainly a thing to keep in mind. That's why I wanted to let you know about that. We have a bunch of comments on here. Jessica Cruz saying, my 4-year-old has croup. He's in Ridgeman Elementary Pre-K. I hope he's doing okay and not suffering too much from that. Sad to hear about that. And a lot more of you weighing in on the student from Appling County High School on that story after we announced that he was declared dead today, but they're keeping his body alive on life support because he will become an organ donor. So I see a lot of you guys giving your thoughts and prayers, and I'm sure that that community greatly appreciates that because this is such a hard time to lose a classmate, to lose a son, to lose a student in that community. And so if there is anything more that we learn about that situation, we will pass it along to you. And the other people who are commenting about croup, those of you who are Googling it saying, oh my goodness, what is this? Keep in mind, it's usually okay for kids who are under the age of 5, but it's common, it's contagious. Coughing suppressants can't get rid of it. It usually passes its course in 2 to 3 days, but that will mean 2 to 3 days if you kind of staying up all night long with the little ones until they get over it. So push through. Whew, I know it's rough. All right, guys, keep in mind the next digital update will be at 9 p.m. tonight with one of our meteorologists focusing solely on weather. And until then, if you want to catch up on any of our stories, you can always visit us online at WTOC.com as well as our social media pages. We certainly appreciate you so much for watching. I will see you later.